Good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Sell a House Real Estate Training Wholesale Real Estate Training number 25. Uh, just got some interesting, potentially bad news of a possible $20,000 deal being dropped because of mistakes by basically the title company dropping the ball on us and not making this thing happen. And if that is the case, that doesn't make us very happy on this day. $20,000 deal is, nothing to scoff at. And if it's our title company that caused that problem, why, we might be having to look for another title company. That's unfortunate because they've been doing good work for us, but things change all the time. They've brought in new personnel, and maybe they're not the same company they once were. I don't know, but that's the importance of staying up with the game, knowing what's going on, having the right people on your team, all those little extra ingredients that it takes to be successful as a real estate wholesaler. Now, what is this hangout all about? Obviously, wholesale real estate, wholesaling real estate, et cetera, and so on. But the bottom line, really the core of what this hangout is all about, besides the fact that these are trainings for the people who sign up on our team to join our team through Property Noodlers, if that's something, wholesaling real estate, closing $20,000 deals is something that interests you. Send an email to propertynoodlers@gmail.com, and we'll have a chat and see if you're the right person to get you started in this. And even if you're not the right person, we'll see if you can be trained to become the right person. But either way, that's what it's all about. These are trainings basically for the people that sign up with us to come here, watch these hangouts, watch these videos on a daily, a weekly basis, whatever it is, a couple times a week, whatever they can do, get information, keep them motivated, especially. This is, actually, I don't like using the word motivated. Let's say keep them inspired to get out there and do the things that they need to do, because that is the number one failure of most people who attempt to become successful at wholesaling real estate, is the fact that they just don't have the initiative to continually be out there and doing what they need to do. They don't have the inspiration to keep doing what they do, and usually that comes from the fact that they do a whole bunch of stuff and they don't get any deals and they don't make any money, and they blow it off as, just this crap that doesn't work. So again, that's another aspect of what makes our program so different from pretty much anything else that you'll find out there, is that what we do is forget all of the, this is what you need to do, and get out there and start doing it, and eventually you'll find the deal, and call us and let us know when that happens. We do the exact opposite. We say basically do this, this, and this to get a deal right now, make yourself some money, and as you get that deal, we'll show you how the rest of it plays out, and you can start learning all that other stuff you need to learn. So that's the basically difference between our system and what we offer as an opportunity for you out there to leverage us, to leverage our skills and knowledge with what we're doing, and to get yourself to earning some extra income. So back to the question that I was going to ask you. I don't know if I even got that far yet. But basically, yeah, this is really what our program that we offer, the Property Noodlers program, what we offer here, what this is all about really is the answer to this question, which is this: how would you like to have the choice each and every day for the rest of your life to be able to do whatever you want to do, live your life the way you want to live it, each and every day for the rest of your life without having to worry about earning an income, right? Pretty much everybody I ask that question to, pretty much says yes. I imagine you're probably saying yes. I would love to have that choice. I mean, really, what's the other choice that you have, right? If I can have that choice, which that sounds like a good choice, I'll take that. What's my other choice? Well, the other choice is, well, you can either, starve to death, live on the streets, live off the government, whatever, or you can, get up and have to go to work every day so that you can earn some money at the end of the week so that you can pay all the bills that you got to pay in order to survive this life and have a little bit of money and maybe do a few extra things on the weekend, have a little fun, whatever, and you have to get back up on Monday morning and go do it again. So that's your other choice. So you can have choice A or you can have choice B. I don't know about you, I'll take choice A. I'll take choice A 110 out of 100 times. So no question there. So anyway, so what does that mean to be able to have, the choice to do and live the life that I want to live without having to worry about earning money, right? Well, what that means is that you need to have money coming in without you having to work for it, right? I mean, otherwise, how else do you get money? I mean, as far as we all know, as far as what we're taught, what our programming is, everything that we were raised and seen and experienced in our lifetimes says that, I need to have a job, I need to get a job, I need to go out there, I need to earn some money, or I need to start a business that I can work, that I can work so that if I want to make a little bit more money, I need a business that I can work so that I can make money from this business. But either way, it involves you working, right? No one's ever taught you about the concept of passive income, except for when it comes to your financial planners or people like the et cetera and so on, whatever it is that says you need to invest in some stocks and bonds and money markets and all of that stuff, right? So that's like the only concept that's ever given to us as far as creating passive income, which for those of you who don't know what passive income is, basically passive income is money that comes in your mailbox or goes to your bank account or however you acquire it without you having to work for it. And if you want to be able to have the financial freedom, if you want to be able to have the choice to live your life the way that you want to live your life, you've got to have money coming in each month or each week or however often it comes in without you having to work for it. Make sense? Okay, so how do you get money without having to work for it? Well, you have to work. You have to do some work for it. You can't just snap your fingers. You can't just sit and meditate. You can't just read books or you can't just sit back and I mean, unless you win the lot, lucky enough to win the lottery, or have a rich uncle that's going to leave you an inheritance, which very, very few of us ever do. Unless you're lucky enough to have one of those two factors, the only way for you to ever get financial freedom, for you to get passive income, is for you to create it. And the problem with that is you were never taught how to create financial freedom. You were never taught how to create passive income. And that's a big problem in this world because the only thing that you were ever taught, as I said, was how to go get a job and how to work for your money and how to go earn your money week in and week out so that you can maybe eventually one day save it, and invest in some stocks and bonds and hopefully one day have enough money that you don't have to work anymore. And that really, my friends, is a big, sad myth. Very few people even ever achieve that. Quite honestly, in this country, about 4% of Americans ever achieve that level. And actually, out of that 4%, 2% of them, 50% of them still have to continue to actually work in order to maintain that status to be able to live the life that they want to live. They work a lot less, obviously, but they still have to be working in order to maintain their nut or whatever it is that they need in order to have that lifestyle, when in reality, out of all of us out there, only 2% of Americans actually ever achieve financial freedom through working a job or working a business their entire life for 40 or 50 years, whatever it takes, to be able to actually one day not have to work at all and have all the money they need to do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. I mean, is that satisfactory for you? The fact that, first of all, you're going to have to put 40 to 50 years of your life in to be able to maybe achieve that goal, the ultimate dream, financial freedom, the American dream, 40 to 50 years of your life to maybe have, to have a chance at maybe achieving that. Actually have a 2% chance. I don't know, 2% is not good enough odds for me. So I would rather go out there and create my financial freedom by creating passive income. And there's a lot of ways that you can do this, okay? Obviously, number one way to do this is you're going to have to, create a business, build a business. But again, I'm going to differentiate here a difference between business ownership and between owning a business and working in, between owning a business and owning a job, okay? If you have your business, you own your business, but if you don't show up every day, or at least most every day, sure, it's your business, you can take a day off here and there. If an emergency comes up, you can pull away. You've got all of those freedoms. But if you are, for most of the time out of the year, if you're not materially participating in that business and making sure that it's running 100% properly and all the things that are getting done need to get done, and making sure that all of this happens in order for this business to continue to generate income for you, then you do not own a business. You're not a business owner. You own a business, but you're not a business owner. What? This guy's crazy. I own a business, but I'm not a business owner. Yeah, no. You own a job is what you own. Yeah, you own your own job. And quite frankly, you own probably 2+ or more jobs, because you're not only the owner of the business, that's a full-time job in and of itself, as being the owner of the business and making sure that all the business things are running behind the scenes, but you're also probably a full-time manager, having to be at the job, at the physical location each and every day, making sure that all of the daily operations happen correctly. And you're probably also a part-time employee, because you're probably still having to go out there and, at least for a few hours a week, put in some of your time actually doing what you should be paying someone else to do, in getting your product or service delivered to the marketplace. So yeah, you're the owner of a job, you're the only owner of 2+ jobs probably, which is why you earn more money than anybody that just has a job, because quite frankly you have 2+ jobs. So you could earn probably the same money that you're earning from owning your business by going out there and just having 2+ jobs, if you could possibly put in 90 hours a week doing so. Which you're probably putting close to that in on your business anyway, realistically. So I mean, and so the difference here is, when you're a business owner, what you own is a business that is a system that is completely systemized, that whether you are there or not, the business is operating, the company is making money, the same amount of money that it would make if you're there, and all of the things are getting done, all of the work's getting done by all of the people, the employees that are being paid, et cetera, and so on, the managers that are in place, the people behind the scenes, your bookkeepers, et cetera, and so on. All of that stuff is being done without you having to materially participate. Yes, of course, it's your business. You got to check up on some things. Sure, you got to put some time in, but instead of putting 90% of your time into that, you're only putting in 10% of your time towards that. So if you're only putting 10% of your time towards your business, now you're a business owner. You have a system in place that runs without you, and it consistently earns an income. Okay, that is a business system. Now that's the difference between owning a business and owning a job. Now, where was I going with all this? Back to real estate. All right, the question of financial freedom. How do you achieve financial freedom? Well, building a real estate wholesaling business is one way that you can do that. And a real estate wholesaling business is something that is very easily systemized. Now, is it something that eventually you're going to be able to systemize and sell it to somebody else? Possibly. You might maybe bring somebody into your organization that is working beneath you, that's one of your most counted on people, and if one day might come that you say, hey man, you know what, I'm done with all this, I want to step away, how'd you like to buy this from me and take it over? And somebody like that would certainly buy it. Being able to sell that business on the street, put an advertisement in the paper or online, whatever, and say, hey, I got a real estate wholesaling business I'm trying to sell, yada, yada, yada. I don't know how much luck you're going to have with that. Yeah, hey, I got a florist over here I'd like to sell. Whole big difference, right? People can grasp that concept. That's a business. I'd like to buy a business, okay? But buying a wholesale real estate business, um, yeah, maybe not. Maybe you can sell it later, maybe you can't. But either way, you can still systemize a real estate wholesale business to the point where you're not having to do a whole lot of work. You've got all your systems in place where your marketing's going out, your advertising's getting done, your lead generation systems are in place to process the leads that come in, to filter, filtration systems are in place to filter down, the bad leads to the good leads. Your acquisitions systems are in place in order to get contracts on these properties, and even your sales side, your marketing and sales side, again, are all systemized in order to, get these deals that you have, out to the people that want to buy them and for you to make money. So you can systemize all this stuff. You can make wholesale real estate a business system which generates money each and every month. Not necessarily on a consistent basis, not necessarily on a basis that you can count on 100%, because all deals are vary, everything fluctuates in real estate. So, I mean, it's not like you can say, hey, if I sell 5 properties this month, I'm going to make $50,000. You can't really say that, because you could sell 5,000 properties that only have a $5,000 profit margin on each one, and you only make $25,000 this month. Or you could sell five properties that have, a $25,000 profit margin on them and make $125,000 this month. So counting on that, but the fact that you can sell 5 properties, right? The fact that you can count on the fact that, what, I know my system will generate 5 sales this month, right? That's something that you can systemize. And as long as you're making 5 sales every month, heck, like I just demonstrated, you're making somewhere between 25 and 125 a month, you're probably going to be okay with that, right? So that's how you create a business system. There's a lot of other options out there that you can utilize to create a business system with. Network marketing's another really great one that actually John and I are involved with the network marketing business that we have as well too. If you're interested in that, obviously, hey, let us know about that too. It's an awesome opportunity. But there's a lot of different avenues that you can take, a lot of different vehicles, let me put it that way, that you can choose, that you can create passive income from. And that's the whole idea. See, if you systemize your wholesale real estate business to the point where, let's say the only thing that you have to do is, what part of the business do you like the best? Maybe the best part of the business you like is calling the sellers and making the sale, right? Okay, well, hey, that's the only part of the business I'm going to do. I systemize the rest of it. Or maybe the part that you like the best is actually talking or calling to the buyers, calling your buyers and making the sale. Maybe the best part of the business you like is actually picking up the phone, answering the phone and saying, hey, yeah, oh, you want to sell your house? Let me get the details on it. Maybe, maybe that's the best. Maybe the part you like best is doing the comps, or maybe the part you like best is actually going out there and talking to the people and getting the contracts. Whatever it is, all you have to do is the part you like the best. The rest of it you systemize in place with, systems and technology and people doing all of the other work for you. Now, what's the purpose of all this? Well, as we talked about in the very beginning, to live the lifestyle that you desire without having to work or rely on anyone for an income, which is the definition of financial freedom, which is what we all want, financial freedom. And as I said, in order to achieve financial freedom, you have to have enough money coming in every month that you don't have to work for. Okay? That's called passive income. And that's what you want to achieve financial freedom, is passive income. The problem is no one's ever taught you how to get financial, or how to earn or how to create passive income. You've been taught all your life that, how to get a job and how to work and trade your time for money, which therefore, keeps you working week after week after week after month after month after year after year after year until 40 or 50 years goes by, and maybe you've stocked enough away into some stocks and bonds, et cetera, and so on, that you have that freedom to live the lifestyle you desire for the last few years of your life before you, if you can still hobble around and enjoy anything in the first place. So, in order to live the lifestyle you desire now, today, you've got to create passive income. You've got to achieve financial freedom. You've got to be able to have enough income coming in to pay all your bills, because we still have bills to pay. I mean, it doesn't matter if you quit your job, the bills are still going to come. It doesn't matter if you take on a second job, the bills are still going to come. It doesn't matter if you move to another state, new bills are going to come. It's the bills are always going to come. So you have to have money. Money is a part of this world and a part of this life. And without money, where are you? You're living off the government or you're living on the streets. One of the two. It's just that's the way it is. Okay. So there is an importance to money, and you have to understand that that's a real importance, and depending on what you want out of life is how much money that you're going to need to generate. And if you want financial freedom, ultimately you have to understand that passive income is the only way that you're ever going to achieve that. Now, leverage. Leverage is the only way to achieve passive income. To gain financial freedom, you need to utilize leverage. The definition of leverage is doing a lot with a little. Okay? If you can get a lot of people doing a little bit, that equates to getting a lot done. So if you have a lot of people doing a little bit, you can get a lot done. All right? Definition of financial freedom, or definition of leverage, doing a lot with a little bit. So there's a little bit, there's a lot of a little bit, which creates a lot. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what that's what this is all about, is creating financial freedom, creating a lifestyle for yourself that you desire, being able to enjoy life now, absolutely 100%, the way that you want to enjoy life. And let me tell you this, the definition of financial freedom is different for everyone, okay? It doesn't have to mean that you make billions of dollars and you can hop on a Learjet and fly across the fly halfway around the world to have lunch at a whim, because that's what you want to do. Now, if that's what you want, great. But financial freedom could just as easily mean, hey, I got a cabin in the woods, I have a beautiful garden out back, I got a lake right down the block where I go and catch my fish, and I hang out here every day. There's a little town down the road, and I go there and I buy a few groceries, and and I love to read books, and I buy my books over there, and I hang around in my beautiful little cabin here, and I do my gardening and my fishing, and this is what I do, and I have enough money that I can do this and do anything that I want. And if I choose, I can make a donation every month to my church or my charity, whatever it is that I am devoted to, that I love to do that. And every every other month I can travel X amount of distance to visit my sons and daughters, etc., and so on. I mean, you don't need a whole lot of money for that. I mean, something like that, maybe what, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month maximum can cover that, and give you the ability to live the lifestyle that you desire, your choice, the things that you want to do, the things that you love to do. $3,000 to $5,000 a month isn't a lot of money. I can close one deal a month pretty much and make that. So if I'm closing one deal a month, which I am closing one deal a month, and I have achieved financial freedom for myself. I don't have a job. I don't have some place that I have to be, according to somebody else's rules that I have to be. I put things upon myself where I have to be on a certain day, et cetera, and so on. But I don't, by someone else's rule, have to be at a certain place at a certain time each and every day of the week, because I have financial freedom. I have enough money coming in every month from something that I don't materially participate in, which, I participate in it quite a bit because I like it, but that's fine, and that's why I make more than just one deal a month as well, too, is because I like it, I enjoy it, it's something I love to do. So, and that's the beautiful thing, too. If you want to continue working and making money, there's nothing to say that you have to stop working at all, as long as, but if you're working and doing something that you love to do, you're just going to naturally get up and do it because it's fun, you enjoy it, it's what you like. Okay, so there's a big difference there. Instead of having to be someplace and putting in time and work and energy towards something that you just like doing anyway. So, but here again, I could at any point in time just say, you know what, hey, I got to take off. I'm getting tired of this. I need some time. I'm going to take a month. I'll see you guys. You know, that's financial freedom. Okay. I'm out there doing what I love every day. I'm making enough money. I can live the lifestyle I desire. And that's what these are all about, guys. Wholesale real estate is one vehicle with which you can use to achieve your ultimate goal of financial freedom, which is, as I said, the definition of financial freedom is the ability to live the lifestyle you desire without having to work or depend on anyone else for money. Pretty awesome concept, right? Ability to live the lifestyle you desire. Do whatever the heck you want, whenever you want, all day long, without having to work, number one, or depend on anyone else, go to work for someone, in other words, for money. You got enough money to do whatever the heck you want, whenever the heck you want to do it. And if you do want to work, that's great too. But you're doing something that you love to do, something that you enjoy, something that you have fun at, something that you can do on your own time schedule, whenever you want to do it, and it makes you money. That's financial freedom, guys. That's what Property Noodlers is all about. That's what wholesale real estate is all about. That's what we want to help you get started doing. That's what we want to see you achieve. It's the ability to do those things and live that kind of a lifestyle. And if that's what you want, which if you answered yes to the very first question that I asked you here today, which I'm sure most everybody did, then you should be sending me an email to propertynoodlers@gmail.com. And until then, I will talk to you over at Property Noodlers or